Alright lads, so the day a lot of us have been waiting for is almost here, because in less than 12 hours time, we are going to get the 10th anniversary Zenith Summon. A new summon featuring brand new original designs of Ichigo and also Rukia. The banner is available tomorrow, it's only here for a short time, until the end of the month, July 31st. And to answer the question, is this banner worth summoning on? Should you summon on these characters? The answer, of course, is yes. Not only are Ichigo and Rukia amazing characters, fortunately this time around too, it also does feature a pretty good selection of characters. So once more, one last time, having a closer look at the brand new anniversary unit, Ichigo himself is a Mind Human Killer Plus unit. If we have a look at his damage output, the attainable skills that he can pick up is Frenzy plus 3. A 100% strong attack damage increase with the Berserker skill. Upon inflicting a stats summon, which in this case he can inflict Paralysis Plus, with an increased chance against all humans, he does get a 100% Spiritual Pressure boost. Alongside that, the final damage skill that he can pick up is more damage at full stamina at 50%. So what you have here, just alone from the skills, is already one of the hardest hitting characters in the entire game. His damage output is going to be super consistent, especially when you are at full stamina, which he is going to have an easy time doing thanks to the strong attacks that he does have, which he has a good set of strong attacks by the way, and again the fact that he can inflict paralysis. And when using this character, you have a lot of good things about him as well. He's immune to every status element at a 200% resistance, so any upcoming status element plus pull that you might find in upcoming content, he will be fully immune to it. And he's a very fast character too, thanks to the fact that he does have Sprinter plus 2 and also Long Stride built into the character. Now the character's damage output doesn't even end there, because Ichigo also arrives with 2 superior strong attacks, the first time that we've seen that, whereas SA2 and 3, it does have a longer than usual cooldown, but it does also deal more damage compared to a normal strong attack 2 and 3. To make up though for the added cooldown, he does have a 14% recharge soul trait and an extra 6% recharge when at full stamina. So with all that combined, it's going to make him a very fast, fun, and also powerhouse of a unit. That's not all though, because again, one of the things these characters are introducing, both Rukia and Ichigo, are EX skills. So this character can pick up an additional 30% Berserker. When at max Transcendence at special level 1, it's only 18% Berserker. And that's an additional skill that stacks alongside the Berserker he has built in. So hypothetical, if he was max Transcended, getting the max damage bonus from this EX skill, 30% Berserker, it's not just adding 30% Berserker to his 100% Berserker stat, it's multiplied by it. So it actually goes up to around 160% Berserker. It's higher than it actually might look at first glance. And the best part about that, with this new mechanic, is that you can share it to any other Mind character in the game. So even at special level 1, he's already the best link for every Mind character. And any duplicate you can get of this character, he becomes a significantly better soul trait. So not only is Ichigo going to be one of the best characters in the entire game, he's also doubling down as one of the best links in the entire game. And you can also say that, of course, about the second character in this banner, a new speed Rukia with Stun Rate to Killer Plus. Rukia is going to share very similar skills, Frenzy plus 3, 100% Berserker, and upon inflicting a stats element, which she can inflict Freeze Plus, with an increased chance against any Quincy enemy, she does then pick up a 100% Spiritual Pressure boost increase. So just like Ichigo, this character's damage output is some of the highest that we've seen in the game, but it gets further increased too, because any enemy that is inflicted by Freeze, Rukia would then deal 80% more damage. Alongside that, she comes with extra flash step, she's immune to every status element at a 200% resistance, and she also has long stride, so she's going to be a very fast character and a very fun character too. Like Ichigo, Rukia also does come with an EX move, which is an AoE around her, hits a lot of times, capable of doing some pretty good damage, and once more, main purpose is just to constantly inflict freeze around her. Ruki is also releasing with an EX skill though, in this case increasing your spiritual pressure boost by 35% when at max Transcendence. I believe it's around 20% when special level 1. That alongside the fact she does have a 14% recharge soul trait makes it again one of the best links in the entire game, because this 35 spiritual pressure boost, assuming the character is max Transcended, is also multiplied on top of the spiritual pressure boost the character already has. So this character has around a 170% spiritual pressure boost whenever she does have a spiritual pressure boost active. That once more makes her one of the best links in the entire game, probably the best link in the entire game, especially for any speed character that you might own now or in the future. So yeah, both Ichigo and Ruki are easily some of the best characters in their attribute. In my opinion, Ichigo is definitely the more spotlight unit. Ultimately, the main reason due to that is because of Ruki's killer being a stun rate killer, but given the damage output that she has with the built-in skills and also strong attacks, Ruki should also be one of the better characters, if not the best character, that has a non-conventional PvE killer like Sternritter, Squad Zero, Captain Espada, etc. Now, it's also worth mentioning too, because bonuses are a big part in this game. Both Ichigo and Ruki will be bonus characters for every event, attribute tree grounds, and epic raids released until the end of December. So you have insane value with both of these characters here. Not only are they the best characters in the game, the best links in the game, they have the best value in the game too. You're getting quite literally everything with both Ichigo and Ruki. But that then takes us into the filler pool. So first up, we have Mask Demasculine. Masculine! It's been a while since we've done one of those. Mask Demasculine is a very simple character. He's a normal attack damage character for the Melee Sternritter guild quest. Coincidentally, the same attributes and killer that Rukia is in. So Mask is basically the best side character to use alongside Rukia. And if you are struggling in this guild quest and need additional support for the extra waves, Mask is pretty much the best character for that. He has a high damage output with a high bruiser, flurry +2, and also has a team boost. Tenduro is a very similar character for a different guild quest phase, in this case the ranged human killer guild quest, which again is what Ichigo wants to be used in. So you pretty much have like the best normal attack damage character and spiritual pressure character for their respective guild quest phases. Ranged human guild quest, melee Sternritter guild quest. The thing with Tenduro though is that he does have a really valuable skill where he increases the damage output for any Sniper when they are attacking an enemy that is inflicted with a status ailment by 30%. So that, alongside the fact that he also is a team booster, boosting your team's attack, focus, and defense by 43%, makes him one of the best supports for any guild quest phase, even when he doesn't have killer and therefore not dealing any damage. Out of all the normal attack damage GQ characters that exist in this game, Tenduro probably has the most value and is, in my opinion, a must-have character. Shinji though is a very simple character coming with Frenzy +2, a good berserker value at 50%, a 120% spiritual pressure boost, and deals more damage to confused enemies, alongside the fact that he also can inflict weakening. So whenever this character does inflict a status ailment, which he does have an increased chance to do so against Snipers, he's able to do some pretty good damage. Right now, he makes for a good lead in the ranged Squad Zero guild quests. Not the best lead, but a good lead nonetheless. And just makes for an overall strong technique character to add to your roster. Soyon is making her first appearance as a filler character. She is now about to be officially 1 year old, so it was expected. And it's a great surprise to see her in part 1 of the anniversary. Soyon though is the go-to lead for the melee human guild quest, and in terms of gameplay, I think many regarded her as the most fun unit released during the 9th anniversary. She can inflict paralysis and also weakening, has a very good strong attack here, even though her SA2 is a team boost, which is more unconventional for spiritual pressure units. But due to the strong attack 1 that she does have, which has some really good range as a lunge attack, it does make her a pretty fun unit. Especially with the skills that she does have, Frenzy +2, an increased status ailment chance against humans, an 80% spiritual pressure boost, a good berserker value, and also more damage at full stamina. She also gets stronger the more kills she does get, picking up more damage, and also allowing you to reduce the cooldown of your strong attacks between rooms for your entire team. She's a really good team player that's going to have a lot of usability in the future, and if you are a Soyon fan, this character is great to pick up. Sergeant is a Brave Battle character designed to go against Quinties and also Captains. Despite him being a year old, unfortunately with the Brave Battle meta, he hasn't really aged the best. And that's really just because of Mila Rose's existence, basically doing what Sergeant does, but better. He's a really cool character though with Flurry +3, so his damage output is actually pretty good, especially when he is under half stamina. He has a unique normal attack string where the final hit is actually Tengen coming down slashing, which was very similar and reminiscent of the original 1000 Battle Sergeant that released at this point 7 years ago. And he pretty much had all the good skills that a Brave Battle character at the time had. When he dies, he has a 5-second invincibility thanks to the persistence skill. He can block heart and mind characters' boosts and debuffs. Once more under half stamina, he takes less damage. He's an overall strong Brave Battle character, but in the meta, better characters exist. And as we are now going into a new meta where characters have Persistence Breaker, you're not going to find this character maybe being used all too much in upcoming Brave Battle teams. Gremmy being a filler character is great because he was a 9th anniversary unit, and Gremmy is still an absolutely amazing character, a must-have in my opinion, a super fun character. When it comes to his damage output, he has a lot going for him. Frenzy +3, an 80% spiritual pressure boost upon inflicting paralysis and also drain, which again, like every other character, he has an increased chance to do so against hollow enemies. Alongside that Frenzy 3 though, he does have a 50% berserker, 20% more strong attack damage which he can give to Quincy's, and then an additional 30% damage to any enemy that is inflicted with a status ailment that he can further give to Quincy characters. This pretty much makes him the go-to Quincy buffer offering those 2 damage buffs to any Quincy in the game. Whenever you're using a Quincy character in Guild Quest, Gremmy is there alongside them. He's by far been one of the most used characters for me from the 9th anniversary all the way to the 10th anniversary. Constantly used in Guild Quest, constantly used in Limit Breaker, and he also makes for just a pretty fun character in general. Good link. While this character was controversial for being an anniversary character last year, many people were somewhat accepting of it due to how powerful he was, how he set up future Quincy's, and how fun of a character he is, especially with that EX move that can boost and debuff enemies. An overall powerhouse of a unit that if you haven't gotten or max transcended, hopefully you can do that in this banner. And the same can be said, of course, for Kenpachi. This character is basically everything you expect to have in a Kenpachi character. Super crazy damage output with Frenzy +3, 100% Berserker, and of course an 80% Spiritual Pressure boost. The character itself can inflict weakening and also lacerate. So weakening lets him do 50% more damage, lacerate as a soul trait stops the enemies from attacking, but also through bonus abilities lets you get 40% more damage. His SA3 is also a 2-stage charge strong attack, which is capable of doing some pretty good damage, more than a usual strong attack 3, and he also does have an EX move that multiplies his SP boost by 100%, allowing him to do some pretty crazy damage, especially with his Espada Killer Plus. When it comes to Guild Quest content, this is by far the best Guild Quest character in the game. He is capable of getting the fastest clear scores in Guild Quest of all time, clearing Guild Quest in under 2 to 3 seconds, if you exclude the 2-second in-between time. He's an absolute powerhouse of a unit, a pretty fun unit to use, but realistically at this point I pretty much only use him in Guild Quest. Not to say you can't take him outside of Guild Quest, but Guild Quest really is his bread and butter. Still an absolutely amazing unit even a year later. 9th anniversary renewed Mugetsu is also featured in this banner. He's an overall strong unit. I wouldn't say he's the best that this game has to offer anymore. 9th anniversary in a way kind of power crept him, but he's still strong nonetheless, as he does have Frenzy +2, a 50% Berserker, can inflict weakening with an increased chance to do so against Hollows. Remember, weakening does let you do 50% more damage, and on top of that, he can do 40% more damage thanks to that damage to weaken skill. Like the 10th anniversary characters, he also has a 100% spiritual pressure boost and a good strong attack kit. Really the only bad thing about this unit is the fact that he does like Debilitator, which means that when you do inflict weakening, it doesn't last all too long. However, one great thing about 9th anniversary renewed Mugetsu is the fact that his soul trait is a strong attack damage buff that he can give to your entire team. Once more, this is always used in team-based game modes, especially Guild Quest, for example. Anytime you can throw Mugetsu onto any character in the team and anyone's strong attack damage is dealing 20% more damage. It's an absolutely insane value soul trait that I constantly use all the time in Guild Quests. So even if you aren't getting use out of this character from a gameplay standpoint, which you likely will, he's a very fun unit, you're definitely getting use out of that soul trait. Yachi Unhana is one of the oldest characters that is going to release in this banner, about to turn 2 years old. Having said that, she's probably the best agent unit almost of all time, because even 2 years later, she's still one of the better characters in the game, and is even included in a meta Guild Quest team for the immediate Captain Guild Quest. And ultimately, the reason for that is because she just got some really good skills going for her. Frenzy +2, 20% more damage at full stamina, an 80% spiritual pressure boost, and also 20% more strong attack damage, which she can give as a soul trait. What makes her really good though is the Rampage skill, where every time this character kills an enemy, she gets 2% more damage, and that caps out at 100%. She has a great strong attack kit, especially with that strong attack 3 trap effects, that leaves a puddle of weakening on the floor, allowing her to reliably keep her 80% spiritual pressure boost, despite the fact that she does not have an increased chance to do so. Ideally, compared to newer characters, given that she is 2 years old, you kind of want duplicates of this character, and in Max Transcendence, again, she's still used as the main go-to character for the immediate Captain Guild Quest, assuming you don't have Senjumaru Max Transcended as well. Regardless though, Yachi Unhana is a cool character. Such a cool moment in the 1000 Year Blood War arc, and Caleb have never missed an opportunity to make this one of the best characters in the game whenever she does release. Her original unit was absolutely insane at the time, this character was absolutely insane at the time, carried the 8th anniversary, and is still a great unit almost 2 years later. And then lastly we have Chad. He's here. That's pretty much about it. Now, scrolling down to the banner format, it's a normal Zenith summon, so step 1, 6, 11, 16, 21 are discounted at 150 orbs, while step 2, 7, 12, 17, and 22 are discounted at 200 orbs. Every 5 steps guarantees you a 5-star character, one of these 12 units. And pretty much you have 11 out of 12 chance to get a pretty good unit, because You know, not to hate on Chad, but Chad's not that good. Once you do complete step 25, though, you do get a ticket that lets you pick between Rukia or Ichigo. And if you wanted to keep summoning, you definitely can do that, as you would then repeat the first 25 steps again, going all the way to step 50, where you once more get another choose a 5-star summon ticket where you can get Ichigo or Rukia, and also a rainbow special move source. To do 25 steps and therefore pity the characters, you have to have 5,500 orbs. So 50 steps will cost you 11,000 orbs. In general, I don't ever recommend going to step 50. I think that's just too much of an investment. Even if now it has a bit more value since you get a rainbow special move source, you're honestly probably better off doing 25 steps on part 1 and then 25 steps on part 2, because part 2 will be happening when this banner leaves July 31st. Keep in mind though, these characters are premium, so you can get them from summon tickets. I would recommend using your summon tickets first and foremost before summoning on the banner, and maybe keep in mind the fact that we might be getting one of these characters for free through a login bonus that will be happening next week. This photo print login bonus should potentially guarantee you an Ichigo or Rukia of your choice. We have to wait and see how that's going to play out. But if you are super limited on orbs, maybe the plan is to summon until you get one of them and then just potentially pick up the second character through the login bonus ticket if we are getting a guaranteed anniversary character. This is our 4th photo print round, and previous photo print tickets allowed you to pick the character of your choice. So hopefully we can actually pick a 10th annie character, because that's really cool. And might not even sway you from summoning on this banner, because again, Ichigo and Ruki are such powerhouse units that getting duplicates of them is actually really good, especially with their new EX skills. So yeah, it should be a very easy summon. Definitely worth summoning on, in my opinion. For me, tomorrow, I will be doing the easiest 25-step summons, spending 5,500 orbs, and then saving my extra 5,000 orbs for part 2 of the anniversary. I and many others have been waiting for this day. The characters themselves didn't disappoint, and I'm super excited to try them out tomorrow. So good luck on your summons. I'll be live when this banner does go up. Feel free to hop in and summon with me, and I'll see you lads then. Take care, and peace.